Hi guys, my name is Grace Pearman and I've had a margarita and counting. And today we're going to be ranking the hottest horror villain characters. Halloween is around the corner. I got a pumpkin spice latte today. I drove like a madman to get it and I drove back like a madman and it was really fun. To rank my characters today, I'll be using a gauge called the Servometer, which I've designed exclusively for this video. I'm just going to acclimate you with the categories of the Servometer to get started. Hi guys, did not notice how unblended my jawline contour is, so give me a break. First option is the worst you can possibly be. We're going to consider this euthanasia. I would rather be euthanized than to... I'm a Christian woman, so marry, date, or kiss any of these characters. The next level is a smaller dose of euthanasia. It's not going to kill me instantly, but it will at least do the trick until I, wherever I need to end up. Third category is Lord's album melodrama and further vocal performance. I hate Lord so much. Fourth is I'm standing very still. I don't want anything to do with you, but if I need to be seen with you, I can. I'm just not going to be moving. Up next, we start to break into our yellow category. This is shifting weight. Maybe there's something to this character that I'm like, okay, but I'm still very hesitant. Up next, we have Hang On. Now, this is a very crucial point in the Servometer where I start to realize something could be happening here. Next metric we have is realigning my values. I'm starting to make some changes personally, spiritually, physically. I could be with this person. Now we're getting into the green area. Up next we have I'm a Christian woman. As I'm a Christian woman, I can't really say what this character is doing to me, but I think it would be better if we leave it, off the record for now. Second to last on how hot you can be, I have clawing at the walls. This is when I revert back to my natural animal urges of clawing at whatever enclosure I'm in and just being generally at war with myself. The hottest you can be on this hottest scale, I don't have a word for it, but I'm going to use this video of SpongeBob as reference. And the screen grab I've used for this is him sucking out the worms. That is the hottest you can be. So hey, I'm excited to get started. Let's see where this journey takes us. I am not really cognizant or sentient, so whatever opinions I may express in this video, hey. I also want to make you guys aware of something I call the timeout box. The timeout box is going to be located directly left to our Servometer, specifically for my use. If any time in this video I get too wound up, manic, I'm going to put a very lovely picture of myself in this box as just a reminder to stay grounded. I'm going to be going through many different horror villains, classically and modern, and you'll also notice I won't be ranking any of the children villains as I am not a popular makeup video YouTuber, and we'll be steering clear from that. This is margarita number 2. I've also had a beer. So, we're going to be starting off very strong with my good friend, Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is from the Nightmare on Elm Street, originally from the 70s.
80s.
And he sneaks into kids' nightmares and haunts them, and then sometimes the nightmares are actually true and they're actually getting hurt in real life. The first one is one of my favorite horror movies ever. It's so creative and eccentric. He seems like a guy who is very he's like a creative. I like a creative man. Say he was wearing some rings, a guitar was anywhere near him, he would actually absolutely be in the top tier. I feel like he's kind of like a poetry guy. I feel like he's very eccentric and I'm drawn to a personality. I'm gonna put him right about here, definitely in the green area. I feel like we could be really good together. Up next we have Michael Myers from the Halloween series. Michael Myers is tall. Michael Myers is quite tall. I'm just gonna... one second. Okay. Michael Myers... Michael Myers is quite tall and quite strong. Hey man, I'm sorry. He is very quiet. Something about a man not speaking, it really does it. He's gonna go right over here, I think. Next up we have Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. I'm bored. Jason Voorhees. Sorry. He's fine. So the first movie was actually his mom with the mask. I'm not referring to her. He kills a lot of people. He's kind of old and he's kind of immature. I don't know, right around Lord or lower. Up next we have Pennywise from Stephen King's It. He's a really good dancer. He's good with kids. I still don't like clowns. I think I'm gonna put him a little around shifting weight. I don't think he's my type. He's a ginger, but I'm gonna keep him there for now and we'll see what happens, see where things go for us. Up next we have Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs. Hannibal Lecter is a cannibal, and he's really smart, and he's a doctor. Because I don't know, man. Hey, I don't know. Hey, I don't know. My bad. He's going in there. Up next we have the shark from Jaws. If you've seen my last video, you know how I feel about Jaws, you know how I feel about sharks. Without saying anything more, really quick, just gonna put him way up here. You don't see a lot of Bruce, and he's kind of very just like under the water for most of the time. I think that's an admirable trait to have, knowing when to reel it in. Up next we have Norman Bates from Psycho. I really love Psycho. I did a Psycho photo shoot a few months back. He's hot. Sorry. He's a mama's boy. He is not afraid to get in touch with his feminine side. I think I'm gonna put him right around here. Jack Torrance from The Shining, one of my favorite movies of all time, gets a job taking care of a hotel for a couple months over the winter, and he goes crazy because the hotel's haunted. I'm not a big fan of him. He's also married. I'm not a homewrecker. I'm not gonna mess that up for him. I'm gonna put him right here. Up next we have the Xenomorph from the Alien series. Xenomorph is an alien, and it's really strong, and it's like really dangerous. Okay. Grace Likey. I'm gonna put him right in here. Okay. Here we have Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Quick debrief. Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974 is my top 4 movie of all time. Probably the least gory horror movie ever made. Kind of just use atmosphere to make you scared and acting, and it's so good. The thing about him is he's gonna serve if he gets the chance. I think he's really fashionable and stylish like Pennywise. I'm not moving much, but I think I respect the grind. Pinhead from Hellraiser. I dislike the Hellraiser movies. I don't like them very much at all. I get bored, and I'm just like, oh, I get it. Like, there's people being tortured. I guess he's into self-care because of the acupuncture thing. Okay, up next we have Jigsaw. I do like the Saw movies a lot, regardless of the content. It takes liberty with makeup choices. Annie Wilkes from Stephen King's movie Misery, who is like a obsessed fangirl who finds her favorite author dying in a blizzard and takes him into her house and like nurses him back to health, and then won't let him leave until he finishes the book he's writing that she's obsessed with. I think we have a lot in common. I really respect her grind on how much she is devoted to media consumption. I'm gonna put her way over here. Up next we have Ghostface from the Scream series. The Scream franchise is monumental, and I love it so much. And the newest Scream was really good, and the fifth Scream was not so good, and the fourth Scream was amazing, and the third Scream was bad, and the second Scream was good, and the first Scream was the best. Ghostface has many wearers. I like his voice. I think it's really, alluring. It's important to note that the very first killers, I'm gonna spoil a Scream 1 really quick, is Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich. And let me just say, smash. These guys are so dreamy. They're gonna go way up here cause oh my gosh. Next we have The Thing from John Carpenter's classic movie, who quickly became one of my favorite horror movies ever. And it's really grody and scary. I think it's kind of charming. It's gonna go right around here for me, right around shifting weight. Up next we have Megan from the movie Meg Thrain. Megan is the biggest serve I've ever seen on camera. I don't know if you can classify something as servy as this on the servometer, or at least the servometer I've been using. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. But I've never seen a serve harder than Megan. Up next we have Mona Wasserman from Beau is Afraid. Beau is Afraid is a fever dream. Mona Wasserman is played by Patti LuPone, registering 4,000 on servometer, the catometer, the mother scale. I'm gonna put her right around here. Up next we have the family from Parasite. If you haven't seen Parasite, you probably have. It's a married couple. I'm not gonna home wreck. I'm gonna put them right around. We have the hand from Talk to Me. It's kind of like an inviting handshake. It's like, hey hey, what's your name? Nice to meet you. What's your major? How long have you been in school for? I go, oh, I graduated. It goes, oh, okay, great. What do you plan to do now? And then I go on a whole spiel, moving to LA, stuff like that. Up next, we have Chef Julian from the movie The Menu from last year. In terms of food, he does serve. He's played by Ralph Fiennes, who does an incredible job. I'm not sure how much of a heartthrob he is, but I'll put him, he's definitely higher than Jason. Here we have the Predator from Predator movies or Prey. Predator is very tall, very strong, can like disappear and reappear again. And that's a nice skill for a man to have, if you just need a break. He's gonna go over there. Jean Jacket, alien from Jordan Peele's Nope. Shy, kind of like hesitant. Think it would be really cool if I was like abducted by him. I could kind of see what he was really like on the inside, I'm not like goom goom. I'm not like that for him, but I think he is really cool and really pretty. So this is Steve from the movie Fresh. He is played by Sebastian Stan. He is a cannibal. He meets this woman in a grocery store and they fall in love. And then he's like, oh, okay, cool. What if I tried to eat you? And she goes, oh, okay, yeah. I'm just going to shrink him down and I'm gonna put him over here. Patrick Bateman from American Psycho, played by Christian Bale. Patrick Bateman is like billionaire, business guy, like a very detailed skincare routine. He thinks about killing people all the time. Me. I feel like if I kind of got to know him, I could fix him a little bit. I think we're just gonna get divorced. I'm not moving too much. I think he's cool. I think he has great style, great fashion, great skincare. I'm not gonna do much. The Mother from Barbarian. Barbarian is a fantastic movie. I love that movie so much. I think if she had like a little hair mask, got her colors done, I think she would be ready to go out in the town. I'm gonna put her right around here. I think she's a really great character. Up next we have Godzilla. I feel like Godzilla is kind of like a nerd, like a math guy. I just forgot where I was. Sorry. I think Godzilla's pretty cool. I like his spikes. I like how strong he is. I'm gonna put him right around here. Up next we have the Babadook from the movie The Babadook. Okay, in my experience, a man can either wear a hat or a man cannot wear a hat. In the Babadook's experience, I'm gonna say he definitely does wear the hat. I do like the suit, like black and white, like old time, like 1920s thing he has going on. The hat, I think it's slimming. I think it looks good on him. I'm gonna put him right around. I'm standing very still. King Kong. Kong is a giant gorilla. I'm bored. I don't care too much. He also has a girl already. I'm not gonna home wreck. I'm just gonna like leave it at that. Up next. Up next we have one of my favorite movies of all time, The Fly, starring Jeff Goldblum, who I have a big crush on. He gets his like genes swapped with the flies, so he kind of slowly becomes a fly throughout the movie until he turns into this guy. And he is my dream man. Definitely when he's like just becoming a fly. And I really quick take one of these. Hey, stop. Hey, this guy right here is going down here. I am clawing at the walls. I'm picking up a chunk of soil and I'm taking the worms out of it. And for some reason, The Fly, the movie, is like a beautiful love story at the same time as being a great horror movie. Hey, I don't know. It's a great movie. I knew that would happen, actually. Well, you guys, that is the finished servometer for today's video. I want you to notice that the bottom left hand of the servometer is quite empty, quite bare. That's because I have issues. I don't know what this video was, man. Hey. Sorry. This one was rough to watch. My punishment is 3 hours of psychotherapy. Jeff Goldblum, if you're watching this, I'm a big fan of your music as well as your face and body, and I think we could be really happy together. Please comment below who your biggest heartthrob is and we can talk about this, or maybe I can, beat you up so I can have them instead. I'll see you guys very soon. Hope you enjoyed. Love you. Goodbye.